Let's talk about the truth about women's retirement savings and how we can fix it. So we've got this little playlist here. The next video will feed on from this one, so it'll give you an idea of what you can do to sort out your own personal pensions. Now we know that women retire with, are you ready for this? 30 to 40% less in their pension pots than men. We know that a lot of this is because of the way that pension provision is set up. So let's take my own situation. So you may have seen in my welcome video here that I talk about the fact that when I was young, I did a lot of seasonal work. So seasonal work then makes it difficult because you're working a season. Yeah, there were long seasons, but they weren't full years. So that meant that my pension contributions were a bit wonky. Then I went to university as a mature student. I did have a little bit in between where I had my own business. Then I went to university as a mature student. When I finished university, I zipped off. I went and worked in another country. So I was paying towards another country's contributions. Yeah, I know. We all do these things. So I had huge gaps in my pension contributions. Bonkers, I know. I became a teacher. So luckily for me, I have a little teacher's pension. It is tiny. Don't get too excited. It is tiny, but it will top up my state pension. I've worked it out, just about have enough credits for a full state pension by the time I reach the official pensionable age. And I also have a pension with the company that I do a little bit of part-time work with at the moment. And I'm also looking at other ways to enhance my pension. And that's what this is all talking about. So within all of that, I had to take quite a few years out to care for my daughter. Now, my daughter is, she's fit and well, but she has a condition that needs monitoring. Now, at the time when I separated from her father, she was still in what we call over here in the UK primary school. If I had chosen to go back to teaching then, I would have needed to find a provision, somebody to look after her. She has type 1 diabetes. Now, type 1 diabetes, yes, it's manageable, but it really is a shit show to manage. So I took the decision to not work full time. I worked from home at the time whilst my daughter was in primary school and then whilst we went into high school. She's now an independent young adult. And I now have more freedom on that side of things because she manages her condition 99% of the time. There are the odd occasions when things go a little bit pear-shaped, and there are the odd occasions where I have to still remind her. But that has affected my ability to earn and my ability to pay into my pension. And I'm sure that there are lots of women out there who have similar situations. So the whole way that we pay into our pension provision is set up for the what we call traditional, the masculine, we have to remember, model where you get a job, you leave school, you get a job, and you work in that job until you are ready to retire. There are no gaps. But as we know, as women, as females, we take gaps, caring provision. We take gaps to have children. We take gaps then to look after our relatives, our older relatives. That all falls normally on the woman. So that means that our pension provision can be 30 to 40% less, less than a male. I know it's quite a lot, isn't it? It is quite a lot. So let's think about how we can start fixing that. The first thing to do is to check your provision. Check what you think you're going to get. So check your pensions, look at what you've got. Now, This is a hard one. I know. I know. Small steps make a big difference. So if you can pay more now, do it because you will reap those rewards when you come to retire. Just remember also, just remember also that continuing to hustle isn't going to work. We need to think about how we can conserve our energy because we're going to realize that this is happening when we're going through that menopausal hormonal shit show. And some of us are then going to need to, even though our pension provision is less, we are then going to need to cut back on our hours or change our jobs because we just don't have the energy to continue. I know the odds are stacked against us, but there are things we can do. So keep tuning in. Listen to the rest of the videos that are going to come along on this as to how we can redress this situation. We found what it is. So your homework is to look at where you're at, look at what your pension provision is, and see if it is something that you need to do. If you can feasibly from your now budget, if you can feasibly top up your pension. Remember in the UK that you only have so long that you can top up your pension credits because I got stung on some of those. So make sure that you are keeping in touch with your pension. You're looking at what your pension is. And if you can, put a little bit more in because it does reap the rewards. So I hope that that little bit has been useful for video 1. Tune in for next week's video where we'll start building on the knowledge that we have. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.